and showing just that they lose when they step in the game. Everyone knows my name. Doctor Strange, who, Spider-Ham, maybe, and Black Widow, on a secret mission to stop the villain. Dance of Death is the main event. Unless I'm Rocket Raccoon, no time to be rude. Oh wait, I just promised you. I'm a superhero, always willing to go to blow with crimes to save so many lives. A stud is do or die. Marvel champions, you a champion. I'm a champion, we are champions. I'm a superhero, always willing to go to blow with crimes to save so many lives. A stud is do or die. Marvel champions, you a champion. I'm champion, we are champions. They say it's a little bit slow, but I'm all about control. When I stun and confused, cause there's no way I would lose. I flip up and down, villain stand around till I'm ready or not. This combo ready to drop 20-30 damages and cannon Hulk smash. I'm a bash, put him in the trash and call it a match. Let's step up in the portal.
Welcome to Descry Gaming. I'm Descry. I'm here with a special kind of video. This one's going to be us unboxing Age of Apocalypse, and we're going to be doing a giveaway. There's going to be kind of rules for the giveaway, but the giveaway basically is an unopened box of Age of Apocalypse expansion set. So all you have to do is be subscribed and comment in this video who is your favorite X-Men. So if you do those two things, you'll be enrolled into the raffle basically with the rest of people that have participated, and then the lucky one person will get a free Age of Apocalypse box sent to their address, everything paid for. So yeah, so if you're interested in that, definitely, it's very easy. Subscribe and comment in this video. Who is your favorite X-Men? What's up, Adam? So this is it finally came. I'm going to be unboxing. I've never done an unboxing video, so I might be a little bit weird, but we're going to go through it, unbox it. I'll comment on the art. I'm going to sleeve my stuff up while I talk about the game and everything and look at things. So a little bit slower pace, but again, this is also a giveaway, so you know the drill. Free box, maybe it could be yours. Let's go to the table and start unboxing this. Oh, my bad. Sorry about that. Yeah, I forgot to unmute. Thank you. This is going great, this stream, but it's okay. No, I was going to say, Adam, I will be there. I'm looking forward to playing with everybody. And thanks for giving me a heads up that my mic was not on. I have a special board game backpack, so I can pretty much bring my whole set. But I'll just probably just bring my heroes and my aspects, and obviously this box. Because Brent said, uh, they should have enough of these, but just in case, not a bad idea, I guess, to bring this. Because there might be quite a few people. I think there's going to be pretty much like groups of fours. So there might be maybe 4 or 5 groups of fours, maybe. I don't know. Like it seems like there's going to be a lot of people at this thing, or maybe maybe there's just a few of us. That'd be kind of funny. So this is the art. It looks really nice, and I think they get better and better. Like I've always said it. Every time they release another box, looks really cool. Yeah, very good artwork. I like the artwork of it. So let's open it up. So here we go. Opening up. Oh, it's got that nice new board game smell. All right, so then you got that thing. So we've got our rule book here. Pretty nice rule book. You've got the campaign log. A lot of words on this thing. I guess there's the mission side scheme basically. I won't have my box in time. I'm just bringing 4 pre-made heroes playmat and my Uber Slick setup. Okay, cool. Yeah. Yeah. They also have this in the web PDF version. So if people prefer to print those off and like mark up a paper version of it, you can also do that. You could also, like, if you have an erasable like felt marker that just is a dry erase, I'm sure you can also kind of use that on the back. So let's just look to see what the rule book Uber stacks. Yeah, what is that? Is that like all your tokens and stuff? So pretty cool. I think they're gonna have the errata here. Yeah, let's zoom up in this because remember they talked about errating the teamwork basically. So where are we? Right here. After a minion with teamwork enters play and engages a player, if there's at least one other minion that shares the specified trait in play, that minion that just entered play will activate against the player it is engaged with. Okay, so that was the errata that they sort of mentioned. Now the interesting thing is, are most Marvel Champion players just gonna like I what I interpret it is the living card game is a living game that constantly is changing and evolving. So I assume this is kind of like a new. This would overlap into the 1.4, 1.5 fax rules. So I assume this is like, I don't think it's just for this box. It's probably, that's how you're supposed to do the teamwork now. Anyways, but that's Victory X. That's still villainous. Yeah, nothing new except the missions. Piercing permanent patrol. Steady. Standard encounter 3. So we got Age of Apocalypse comes with the standard 3 counter set. This set changes the way Nemesis sets enter the game by replacing the Shadow of the Past treachery with the Pursue the Past environment. Pursued by the Past has both the permanent and setup keywords, so they immediately go out there. So it always begins the game in play and cannot leave play. The rest of standard 3 set places counters on the environment in order to bring Nemesis sets into play. Standard 3 is approximately the same difficulty as the original standard set. When a scenario requires the standard set, you may replace it with standard 3. Now, let me just say this. I really like standard 3. I love that they changed the Nemesis set, or so that now it's not about like RNG base, because it was very swingy, very RNG base, and some heroes really suffered from getting shadows on turn one. The fact that now we have, and it doesn't really change it. I have played a little bit in Tabletop Simulator, the standard 3. Uh, it's pretty much the same difficulty. There are some few changes to a couple cards, but pretty much it's the same. It's just the main gimmick with standard 3 is you have the standard set kind of giving you counters onto what's it called, Pursue the Pass. So I think this is a awesome addition, and like the fact that now Shadows of the Past is like fixed now, and it I played maybe 3 games with it, and it generally would come out not, it was either almost middle game to middle game, but it was never like turn 1, turn 2 for me. It was never like end game, unless like you're playing multiplayer and another shadow triggers or something. So I think this is great, because I think the sweet spot for me, I think, is Nemesis coming out maybe round 3, round 4, somewhere almost into the mid game, just to throw off the heroes a little bit. Gives the heroes a chance to build up a bit. So I really think this is a great. I'm definitely not going ever back to standard. So it's either standard 3 or standard 2 for me. But the fact that standard 2 doesn't have this mechanism fixed, I almost feel like I just want to stick with standard 3 now. I like how it makes your Nemesis set feel like a real thing in every game, like it's a real part of the game now instead of very intermittent occurrence. Yeah, Josh, for sure. And the thing about, I would say this, is it does also thematically feel like your Nemesis is like pursuing you and trying to get you. In a lot of comics, right, the Nemesis are always sort of scheming and trying to plan that trap to get the heroes, right? They're always trying to, oh, I'm gonna get, Spider-Man this time. And I think when you're playing with this mechanism, you feel that tension. You feel like, oh gosh, my Nemesis is gonna be coming pretty soon. And unlike the original felt very like sometimes you get frustrated, turn 1 you get it. Other times you get it at the end of the game where it doesn't really do much because you're already super built up, you're ready to just kill the villain. And then so there was a lot of games you'd rarely get it coming out at the maybe middle of the game. It would be very unpredictable when your shadows would come out, and sometimes it would never come out at all. So I think, guys, like if you're on the fence with, first of all, it doesn't change the difficulty whatsoever. Just slight nuances to how things trigger, but it's better. It makes more sense how it's triggering. So like, don't even second guess it. Just, I would start going to standard 3 right away. Don't even I'm not saying like burn your standard cards, but I really don't see any point why it's like the less inferior version is standard 1. Like, I don't know why you would want to continue to play it. When the Shadows of Past is now fixed, it's not going to come out on turn 1 unless you're super unlucky where you get into a trigger fest of multiple encounter cards. But yeah, so this is really good. So what else have we got here? We got campaign mode rules. It talks about campaign specific cards. We talk about side missions here, and then it gives you a nice detail look into how your side missions work, your mission area. It's explaining it's its own separate area outside like the area of play. And it just shows you, it kind of goes over basically how it works in detail, which is not too hard. It's one of those things I think it's like riding a bike. Once you do it a little bit, it's very easy to understand how to do this. You do have to read like a lot of the words on the enemies, like this, what do they call it? The overseer or whatever. because there's certain responses or triggers. But other than that, it's really cool. I'm really looking forward to this. Like I said it in my preview, the missions was something I was really excited about. Yeah, Adam says definitely going to standard 3. All right, so I'm not going to spend too much time on, yeah, so then we're getting into the story and then the setups. Oh yeah, it goes into more detail about the mission attempt system. But yeah, so that's I don't want to spoil too much there, so we're just looking at that. We're gonna put this away, and then we got our packs here. A lot of cards. Let's do Magic first. So sit down, settle up. All right, get my handy dandy little surgical knife here, because I am Dr. Descry. It's a Black Lotus. It's a Black Lotus, guys. It's a Michael Jordan rookie card. Don't tell my wife. Okay. Let's put this away so we don't cut ourselves. All right, let's take a look at Magic. So I love the artwork. Wow, that's fire right there. Yeah, they did a good job on that. So she's a 1 thwart, 2 attack, 2 defense, but I know her kit, her upgrades and her stuff boost her stats a little bit more. The key thing you get is that look at the top of your deck and you can play that card, reducing its cost by 1. So that's very powerful, very fun hero to build. I think what I was gonna say is, if you like Domino, remotely like Domino, I think you're gonna love Magic. I think Magic is gonna be right up your alley. Yeah, the art's kind of funny. She's like eating some chow mein or something. So then you got another cool interrupt that when you flip back to hero, you can kind of plan out your tactical stuff. So she's gonna get a clear card. So I've got clear cards here. Yeah, Descry came prepared. So yeah, I mean, if I would say this, guys, I don't know if this is an unboxing. This is just me sleeving things, looking at cards and stuff. I don't expect people to hang around for this entire stream, but let me just say that if you are a subscriber and you write in the comments who is your favorite X-Men, you'll be entitled to a free giveaway of the AoA expansion box. It'll be delivered to you by Descry. So if you're interested in that, you have a chance to win. So all you got to do is do in the comments and be a subscriber. So do it. Okay, so we got Colossus. This is your signature ally. You love Magic? I love Magic too. It's funny though, because like I thought Domino was cool. Like Domino was cool. But I would say I wasn't like over the moon with Domino. But I'm not like hating her. And I liked what they were trying to do with Domino, like with the way you could like interact with your deck and put things on top and all that. But I feel like Magic is more fun. Like, I don't know, it's just more interesting to me. Like Domino kind of felt brain dead a little bit once you got the hang of it. You kind of, but maybe Magic will feel the same way. I don't know. But yeah, Colossus is awesome. Then we've got Limbo, which is her support here. So I think that's like, that makes Magic kind of like Ant-Man's helmet, basically. That gives you all the tools you need at your fingertips. So yeah, that's a cool card. Then you got Magic's Crown. That looks really cool. So she gets that +1 thwart. And so the little mini game is trying to line up those resources or to get a wild on the top. And again, that will kind of factor into deck building. I feel the same way about Domino. I thought I would like her more. Magic clicked with me right away, though. That top deck thing is immensely fun, especially playing defensive stuff like Colossus. Yeah, I definitely think they're definitely killing it in the art department. The art department is just on fire right now. This is her Soul Sword, and yeah, that's fire. Like, look at that artwork. Let me just raise it up a bit more. So she gains piercing. Oh, and on our crown she gains steady. Like, shut up. I love steady and piercing. Oh, if only Valkyrie could be this good. And then you gain, oh my gosh, retaliate. This is off the hook. Like, look at this. You gain retaliate 1. That's really good, guys. Just like, I mean, for a 1 cost and you and +1 defense, but of course, yes, you have to line up your resources, but still, she's fun. And I always say this about the game is that I love how when the game gets you to kind of play a certain way and it gets you into a different way of playing the game. I love when the game does that. And as long as it makes sense thematically. So we got Scaring. So that's going to be very powerful. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck, draw 1, discard 1, and put 1 top of your deck. Yeah, she is kind of like a mystic here. Stepping Disc, so that's like her ready. Wow, she's got 3 readies. That is very powerful. So like I said in this game, guys, ready heroes, like heroes that can ready a lot, are extremely powerful because there's scenarios where you need to exhaust. There's scenarios where you can, or say in team groups, you can pump up other heroes, or or how you deck build even. So having, she has 3 ready events, so that's pretty nice. That's decent, and the artwork is fire. Yeah, the magic artwork is really good. I think I said that about 5 times already. So we got Exorcism. That's our Thord event. She has 2 of them. If we look at the... Oh, yeah, that's fire, too. Yeah, really cool. Ready and gets a hero card back. Bonkers. Yeah. Well, now I know, like, okay. I know I try to defend Valkyrie a lot, but yeah, it's getting harder and harder to defend Valkyrie when we have heroes like Magic that come out. It's like... I still like Valkyrie, though. I'm bringing Valkyrie to the event. We got a Soul Strike, 2 of those. So she's got like 2 Thorts, 2 attacks. The Thort ones can do Confuse, and these can do Stun. And they do 4 and 4, 4 damage, 4 Thort. We got her defensive. I mean, she's well-rounded. That's what's so nice about Magic. She's got all the tools. She's got readies. She's got Thor attack events. She has magical barrier. She can prevent damage, and that's initiate attack. So she doesn't even have to exhaust. So she could defend for someone else on the team. That's and do 3 damage back. That's like, wow, guys. All right, now we're going into the aspect cards here. We got Gold Balls, which is a funny. It's a funny guy. Yeah, he shoots balls out. He's an X-Men though.
Joey,
Yes.
I'm leaving to work.
Okay.
Joey,
Yeah.
Joshua ate 2 big plates of food. He's probably gonna.
All right. Cool. Tempest. What do we got here, guys? We got a little chump blocker, but could potentially be used for utility. So you can stop the villain from scheming, which could come in big in certain strategies, and that not bad. It's an X-Men, and you know, you could either use it as a chump blocker, or you can stop the villain from scheming. Blood Rage. After you defeat an enemy with a basic attack, exhaust Blood Rage, take 1 damage. So you know who this is going to be good on? That's going to be good with Valkyrie. Because Visit Valhalla or Valhalla heals you 1 when you defeat an enemy and you draw a card. Then this will basically, the heal from Valhalla will neutralize the 1 damage. So you're drawing 2 and you're not like going down in health. So it's a response you could trigger yes or no to. So you got 3 of these, but max 1 per player. I don't know if I want to. I guess I could sleeve 2 of them. I don't think I need a 3rd one. Because it's only max 1 per player. So I'm going to create a separate area for test defense. This is another new card. After you play an attack event, place 1 test counter here. If there's at least 5 test counters here, discard, deal 5 damage. So that's not bad. I mean, Gamora probably would like this. The thing is, it's a response. So say you get it to 4 test counters, and say you're going for a 1-turn kill. You don't have to put the next test counter on to then trigger it. You could wait. So like say Gamora's setting up, and she wants to put 4 on it, and then wait for the next turn to then go for the 1-turn kill on the villain. This is great. I mean, 5 damage is really nice. It's nice when you're setting up for those OTK strategies, which you want to use on Venom Goblin and Green Goblin. But it's max 1 per player, so. But you discard it, right? So this one you discard. So that I'll put 3 of these in. All right. Full body charge. Now that is a very beefy boy right there. So if you do Hone Technique with this bad boy, you're doing 12 damage, and if your health is below half your remaining hit points, you gain Overkill. So that is really nice. I might do a Bishop Aggression deck with this card. I have an idea in my head. I don't know if it's going to be perfect. But I had this toe-to-toe. You'll pay for that Bishop idea and aggression. We got a Clobber. I already have Clobbers. Although this Clobber looks kind of cool. It's got Psylocke on it. But I like to sleeve everything. So Power of Aggression. I do like this resource, actually. I will waste some sleeves for this one, because this one's cool. It's got magic on it, and it just looks badass. So we've got Power of Aggression. It's really cool. Are you guys liking the art? What do you think of the art so far? We got a basic ally coming down hot. What is this? It's a French word, right? Triage. Enters play, heal 2 damage from an X-Men character. That's very good, because what you do with this one is you fulfill the chump block roll and you heal an X-Men, and that can be like an ally too. So you can re-heal a Voltron X-Men ally or something. So, oh wow, we got a Descry Tryhard Sweat card. Triage, okay. Step for Kakus. Play only if your identity has X-Men trait. Why are the X-Men getting all the best cards in the game? That is really good, guys. That is basically when a player reveals a treachery. So this is like a Black Widow. Yeah, so it's basically a Black Widow, but when you can proc this without having to spend a genius resource, it does cost a lot. It does cost a lot, 3, but I mean, if you're playing on... So my other idea is this. Let me know if I'm crazy, but I was thinking, because Web Warrior is already doing an expert run through the campaign already. I thought I would do a standard 3, expert 2. And yes, I know that sounds crazy because then I'm dealing with cruel tensions and overwhelming force. But I mean, with this card, if I'm doing expert 3, a lot of the expert 3 cards, you can cancel them when revealed. A lot of them don't, except for cruel tensions has a surge on it. But no, I'm just thinking this would be really clutch for me if I play on expert 3 with standard 2, expert 2 with standard 3. We got Blood Gem. That's sick art. Look at that. Got like some. Oh, the gem she's looking into is her that other side of her, that like the darker side. But look at that. Exhaust Blood Gem, take 2 damage, generate a wild resource. Off the hook. Off the hook. So we got basic spell. 3 of these. Mystics, man, they're getting powerful. They always get powerful. Artwork is off the hook. Play only if your identity has a mystic trait. You could heal 3, you can remove 3, or deal 3 damage to an enemy. So you might say, 2 cost, Descry, that's a little steep. You got to remember what you're getting with this card is utility. You're getting the options to do like whatever needs to be done when you need it, right? So yes, it costs a little bit, maybe on the actually 2 is not bad. Like you're 2 for 3 thwart removal. That's not bad. The damage is a little low, 2 for 3, but still, it's that utility that's pretty good. The Mystics, man, they don't. Oh, we got another new art for the spiritual meditation. I mean, this one looks a little more cooler, maybe. I mean, the Doctor Strange one. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep my Doctor Strange one because I'm trying to save my sleeves. I have limited sleeves. We got the Dark Child obligation. Yeah, you like all right. So we got Dark Child, our obligation. But man, the artwork on this game is so good. Like in this box, like they definitely improved the artwork a lot. You flip to alter ego form, so that's nice. It's nice when obligations have that option of flipping because sometimes it helps the player. Exhaust, yeah. So you have the typical exhaust your alter ego to get rid of it, or deal 1 damage to each character you control. That's not even that bad. Like especially if you have no allies out. What up, Matt Jenkins? FYI, if you're a subscriber, which you are, write in the comments who your favorite X-Men is, and you might be eligible to win in the raffle for the free Age of Apocalypse expansion box. So yeah, Dark Child is a good. That's a good obligation for like. There's some bad obligations out there. This one's not that bad. This one's actually really nice. So yeah, this is a great. We'll put it up here. So we got the Nemesis. I'm so happy about standard 3 though, guys. I think, and it would. I will say this, even though I wouldn't mind if they made the difficulty a little more harder, but I think that would turn off the more casual Marvel Champions people, and then they wouldn't even want to play standard 3. So I think it was smart on their decision to keep it at the same sort of difficulty as standard, but just improve upon the Shadows of the Past mechanism. So I think it's a win-win for everybody. It's a win-win for me, even though like I like harder stuff. But the fact that they fixed Shadows of the Past, I think that's a win for everybody. Belisco. Villainous Elite Limbo traded. He's a 1/1, but he has Villainous. After Belisco activates against you, discard the top 3 cards of your deck. If Ruler of Limbo is in play, attach those cards to it face down. Ouch. Awesome. I'm going to the event this weekend, Friday, just by chance. I got a gig in Connecticut, 30 minutes from the start. Oh, cool, man. I'll be there Friday too. Wow, so that's cool. I'm getting to meet a lot of you guys. I'm gonna meet Adam. I'm gonna meet you. I'm meeting Brent and Steve and Eric and Brian for the first time. So it's gonna be crazy. All right, so that nemesis could be really nasty if you let him to like villainous minions are always bad. Like you definitely don't want to. So we got Ruler Limbo. This is a side scheme. Threat cannot be removed from the scheme while Belisco is in play. Oh, so that's nice. I like that they force you to deal with your nemesis. So if you want to get rid of this, and it's amplification. So that's another thing. If Belisco is going to activate against you, he's doing that with amplification. And so that's kind of crazy. That's I mean, Dark Phoenix still has the #1 worst nemesis minion, because she has amplification too, and you can't get rid of it. And she's tough, and she has 12 hit points, and she's a 2/2. So, but yeah, no. But the nasty part is he's gonna put your stuff underneath the side scheme. So, you know, definitely I mean, Magic's very powerful, but her nemesis set is pretty nasty actually. But I will say this. Go back to this for a sec. So when revealed, Ilyana Rasputin player finds Limbo and attaches it face down here. When this scheme is defeated, put Limbo into play under its owner control. So here's the thing, though. If for some reason Shadows came out early and you didn't have your Limbo in play yet, it's still like somewhere in your deck, this could be a positive, right? You kill Belisco, then you remove this, and then your Limbo goes into play for you. So, I mean, okay, bye. Yeah, it's not like I wouldn't say it's like the worst thing in the world, but it's not bad. Hello, Nemesis. How you doing? So we got a minion in the Nemesis set. This got Limbo traded guard. If Ruler of Limbo is in play, place 2 threat on it. Otherwise, place 2 threat on the main scheme. That's nice. I think that's punishing, but not like over the top punishing, but listening to this and at work meeting at the same time, low. I've seen some of this on other videos, but nice to hear your thoughts. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't expect a lot of people to watch the whole stream here. It's pretty casual, me just looking at art, making a couple comments about stuff, and just answering some of your guys' chat messages. So, but like I said, if you're a subscriber, write in the comments your favorite X-Men hero. You could get a chance to win a free Age of Apocalypse box set. That's all you got to do. Very simple. We got a Quick Strike Witchfire. Wow. That's pretty nasty. After Witchfire attacks, defeats an ally, place 1 threat on the Ruler of Limbo. Otherwise, place 1 threat on the main scheme. So that 3 attack, you might not want to block with an ally. But it has Quick Strike, so... Then we've got Battle for Limbo, which is a treachery. And then you might say, why are you giving away a free box, Descry? It's because we're getting closer to the 1,000. And, you know, I don't want to wait till 1,000. I'd rather, you know, people want the box now. So I'd rather kind of do it while right now, you know, everyone wants to play Age of Apocalypse. So it's a good opportunity for people that are getting into the game and they don't have every box yet. So they could potentially get a free box maybe. Or say you have a box already and you do win, you could give that to a friend, right? Or give it to somebody you know that's just getting into the game. You can give that. favorite X-Men. I didn't talk about this card. So we got, when revealed, each Limbo minion in play activates against you. Wow, so that's like a gang up. Shadowcat? Yeah, she's dope. If no Limbo minion activate this way, this card gains Surge. Okay, so it's like a mini gang up for the Limbo traded people. Which they're all pretty nasty, except like the guard's not that bad, but like the Witchfire is pretty bad. And especially your Nemesis. Yeah. Oh shoot, I put this one in the blue one. What am I doing? Goes in the orange. Yeah, my favorite X-Men. That's a tough one because I've so many I like. My favorite X-Men. Well, when I was a kid, it was Gambit. But when I grew up, I think I went from Gambit to I like Magic recently because I played Midnight Suns and I really like Magic and Midnight Suns. I thought she was kind of cool. So it's a toss up between like Magic. I mean, I still like Gambit, but not as much as I used to. I kind of like I like Cyclops recently, like, but yeah, if I had to pick one, I would say it'd be Magic. All right, so that does it for her kind of set here. We're just gonna kind of put it away. Although I will say this, I think Nightcrawler is very cool. His lore is really interesting. I like that he's kind of like a humble type kind of character, a little bit spiritual. But I just think like his ability to like teleport and he's like acrobatic and stuff. I think he's really cool. If we count everyone, I always really like Psylocke and I enjoy her hero kit now. Pretty happy with the puzzle. Yeah, Psylocke is a puzzle and she's a good puzzle. So these cards are just gonna be extras that I'm gonna put with my extras over here. I don't want to have. I like to sleeve everything, but I don't want to have like tons and tons of sleeves. Remy was always my fave growing up. Nightcrawler is one of the best people. Gotta love him. Yeah, no, Nightcrawlers is cool. Okay, we're gonna do Bishop. I might just stop at Bishop. I don't know. Like, I don't know if people want to watch me go through the entirety. But Bishop sounds cool. Yeah, we might stop at Bishop. Because I think I'll bore everybody if I go through the whole entire thing. Oh, Web Warrior. Love how Nightcrawler is spiritual too. Hope they lean into that for his alter ego supports. Yeah, you know, and here's the thing, like the reason why I gravitated to X-Men when I was a kid was that for the time X-Men was very relatable. Like I think especially if you're a kid, teenager, you're going through life, you know, there's insecurities and all that. But the whole premise is you have like these people that are born different, that have different powers, but they're judged by the world differently. And I think that's like, especially for young people too, trying to find who they are in life. I think it's very easy to like the X-Men. Like for me, sometimes it's hard to relate to other sort of comic genres, but X-Men just seem to be very relatable for most people. Yeah, Bishop is cool. So here's Bishop. But that's the thing, when you look at like say Nightcrawler, he's a very, you know, he's got a very unique background, character, personality. And then when you go to someone like Gambit, who is very secular, looks at the world kind of like, you know, life is all about chance and we make your own luck in life. And Gambit's kind of like that Cajun thief, but kind of turned good, kind of, but he still has that kind of that kind of bad boy side, kind of, and same with Wolverine. Wolverine, Wolverine has that bad boy side, but he also has that very kind of very like sweetheart, like Jeannie, oh Jean, don't hurt Jean, like he has that very like loving side of him too, but he's also like super hardcore, like I'm gonna like, turn you into shish kebab. I relate to Spider-Man, but yes, I think X-Men stories are usually more relatable ones. We got Bishop coming in hot. My boy Bishop. The artwork is fire on that. Look at that. He's like, hand on the trigger on that super big gun right there, and then he's charging up, ready to unleash his energy absorption power. Yeah, I like that. So I will just say this: I did do a little play testing, like 1 or 2 games in tabletop with him. He is so fun, and I like the fact that you're building a deck. Like I'm a deck builder at heart, so I love the fact that I can kind of experiment and build around lots of resources, because a lot of times in Marvel Champions, most of the resources we're using is fairly plain, and it's like there's a couple different variants of how you want to use resources in the game, but he brings it to a whole different level, to a point you can kind of build a unique kind of resource deck, and it works with him, which is amazing. And I love that they made a hero like that. And I know it's critical on Jubilee in my Jubilee preview video, but I am starting to warm up with Jubilee because she is a hero that specializes in bringing items to the table. So that could be really cool, because you can kind of, again, build a very unique deck around items. And when you're playing in a player kind of group, you're helping Ant-Man, you're helping Gambit or whoever, Rogue, get their items out quickly to be powered up. So I think Jubilee is another really good support hero, kind of like Cable, but not as ridiculous as Cable. Cable's still S tier support, player size scheme hero in the game, but Jubilee is kind of like a mini version of him, though, a little bit. So yeah, very cool artwork. We flip it over. He's at the beach. Now, the only criticisms I would say is the fact that we're in like the future, or we're fighting apocalypse and everything's gone like to chaos. When we last continued from Next Evolution, things were looking bad. Like everything was destroyed, sentinels everywhere. The guy's at the beach, and he's like, I don't know. I just felt that kind of weird. It's like, okay, but no, it's all good. I don't know. I just think maybe I went to put him at the beach because, like, I don't know. It just thematically it's weird. Like you're fighting apocalypse and everything's going to hell, and like, okay, let me flip. Oh, I want to spend time at the beach right now. I don't know. Maybe my mind. I don't know if people think like that, but I just the artwork. I don't mind the artwork because it matches. It matches the rest of the artwork. It is a little bit kind of cartoony, but that's fine because a lot of the other artwork's cartoony. But yeah, it's more of the beach thing. The beach thing kind of throws me off. It's like, we gotta stop apocalypse. Wait, I gotta do some volleyball at the beach. Well, that's true. Yeah, Alinia's like, we gotta stop apocalypse. Oh, I'm hungry. Guys, I need some ramen right now. Let's go. Why am I... Malcolm is not a... All right, let's do this. Okay. So, signature ally. Malcolm. All right, so 3 costs are temporal, which I think that works with Bishop's alter ability. You get a temporal card from the discard. So that's nice. The ability to heal them is pretty nice. So it looks like Randall is your Thorder ally and Malcolm is your Puncher ally. And they both can heal based on... So it says basically discard a resource card from your hand. So if it has the physical printed on it, you're you're gonna heal 1. So that's pretty nice. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I definitely, I'm on board with that card. That's a good card. Yeah, Josh, I think you're gonna like Bishop, but I would say um, I think if you play into what he's trying to do, you're gonna enjoy his like thematic approach, because he definitely hits that theme and the mechanical nature. Like if you're trying to play in towards it, it'll start to click. Like it'll be like, yeah, this is cool. We got Randall, so he's your Thorder type ally identity one, and he can also heal with the power. Pretty cool. So he's another 3 cost identity temporal. Then we've got Bishop's Rifle. So this is what's bonkers about it. So this is his rifle. It is restricted. It has the weapon word. Temporal 2, in case it gets discarded, you can get it kind of back. But here's the thing: there's no max damage on it. It gives them range, which is awesome against those retaliate type people. But what's cool about this is, yeah, there's no maximum on it. So let's just say you got 10. I'm just gonna use 10 as an example. Say you have 10 resources in your deck, and let's just say you did a lot of toe to toes, or you took a huge amount of damage, and somehow you managed to get 10 resources in your deck, or in your hand. Uh, so like literally you're just exhausting this and you're doing 10. And now I know 10 is like that's not going to happen, but like um but if you really go into the resource build, you could probably do 5 6 maybe on a lot of good kind of deck passes maybe once you're built out. But yeah, that's just crazy. It stacks with sharpshooter. Oh, right, because it's a range. And then if you're tapping into all these like big resources, that's adding 2 more damage. Oh wow. So yeah, sharpshooter is a good one to put into his kit then. Sindar says he's done 6 several times. That's cool. That must have felt really epic. Bishop's uniform. So this is what makes it fun to take damage with Bishop, because if they didn't have this, like you're like, okay, so I took a whole bunch of damage, got a couple of resources. That's not cool. But this allows them, and thematically, they hit it out of the park. It's a home run, because in the comics, you zap him with some type of mega beam or something. It kind of initially hurts him a little bit, but then he then absorbs it. Like it kind of allows him to absorb it at some point of receiving the damage or whatever. So you sort of have you have this thematically perfectly in the game, and I always say to people that the reason why I still play this game today is because they're able to hit the themes of the heroes and mechanically translate that into a card game. And it just blows, like, and like the person that designed SPDR and a bunch of other heroes out there, like the dev teams have done such a good job of this game. And um you know they're only getting, like, they seem to get better and better. I swear to God. Like, yes, we had Hulk, Valkyrie, we had a couple duds that they could have made better, and I know I defend them. I still like those heroes, but like, they could have been more fun. They could have been more thematic. Like I think they could have did a way better job with Hulk to make him a lot more funner and thematic to play a certain way. They kind of made him kind of plain and doing one simple thing. And I understand, yeah, we're not going to go into the rabbit trail about Hulk's design, but what I'm trying to point out is that Magic and Bishop, uh, it's like a chef's kiss. Like thematically, boom, fun, mechanically sound. Um, you can deck build all interesting ways, and that's A plus. So, and that card is what makes his whole thing that you're trying to do work. That's a key thing. So it's kind of like the Ant-Man helmet almost. But yeah, really cool. Now you got these ones, which are called Supercharge. Again, this is another piece of the puzzle that makes them so fun to play. Oh, hey, Kevin says FFG has always been really good at translating ideas from IP to cards, like with the Game of Thrones cards game. You read what the things I do for love, and it's like, yes, that's what the card is supposed to do. Yeah, no, 100%. And like I said, I will be honest with you guys, I would not be playing this game for the last like 3 or 4 years. If they weren't hitting the themes and the fun and the thematic part of this game, no way. There'd be a different game I'd be into right now, not Marvel Champions. But that is one thing they do really well. We got Supercharge, Superpower, 0 costs. So that's awesome. It's easy to put into play. You're not like trying to, the 0 costs are a lot of times if you play your turn properly, you can usually get them out, and it doesn't challenge your other things that you're trying to do too much. But the nice part is it gives you, because you're running so many resources with Bishop, this is your outlet to like supercharge him. And we're talking a lot, like +8. That's a lot of damage, And the fact that you have 2 of them, like this is money. Like, you're OTKing whatever villain you want to 1-turn kill. Concussive Blast. So yeah, I mean, Bishop can be a 1-turn killer. He definitely can be a 1-turn killer in this game. Deal 6 damage to enemy if you paid for this event with a resource card. Ready Bishop. Again, you got high damage there, and you get a ready. And like you guys know me, readies in this game are always super, super good. And yeah, you have 2 of these. So Magic has 3 readies, but this does 6 and a ready. So I'm not complaining about that. That's very, very strong. Heroes that don't have readies, that's usually there's a few heroes with no readies. Some heroes like Doctor Strange have like a built-in ready, like with the cape, which is actually better because you can do that every round, and Iron Man too. But I think there's a few heroes that don't have kind of built. I mean, Valkyrie has a pseudo ready with killing stuff with Death Glow. I'm trying to think of any heroes in the game that just don't have readies, period. Do you guys know in chat? I don't want to waste time trying to think, but I think there's a few heroes that don't or have very little readies whatsoever. I don't know which heroes those are. I kind of forget. Oh, Spider-Man. Spider-Man doesn't have a free ready. Yeah. OG Spider-Man. Command Authority. Remove 3 threat from a scheme if you pay for this event with a resource card. Draw 1 card. So again, yeah, Cyclops. Yeah, good one. So again, this is great. Like, it's forcing you to really tap into the resources, right? So you have cards that will draw you a card, ready you if you do resources, more resources, like everything's So, and that's good, because that's really going to get people into that deck building mind of running resources, which a lot of decks don't, except for those like economy decks, like for the power of all of power in all of us stuff. But okay, energy conversion. So this is really cool, because the other thing is like, well, if I'm discarding, going through my deck quickly, I'm gonna go through all those juicy resources. What's gonna happen? So you have 2 of these energy conversions. And that is going to do a couple of things for you. It does act as a pseudo defense, because you cannot take more than 3 damage. So if your life is like on the wire and you have 4, you're only going to take 3. No matter if it's Ronin hitting you for like 12 damage, it goes down to 3. And then you can still trigger your hero ability. So that's really good. But more importantly, it's going to shuffle back those juicy resources. So again, that's such the fun mini game of Bishop, right? You're trying to line all this up. It's different than Magic. Magic, she's trying to line up too, but in a different way. We got stored energy. 3 copies of this, and so I think it's safe to say Bishop is the most rich hero in the game. Maybe. I mean, Captain Marvel. Wait, Captain Marvel has no. I mean, if we factor, this is 2, 4, 6 resources. Captain Marvel has 2 of the triples, right? So that equals 6 as well. But okay, but you could say Bishop is basically up there with Black Panther, Captain Marvel, for the most blessed resources heroes in the game. Okay, so we are going through the aspect cards. We got Cable as an ally in leadership. Let me guess. He's going to do something with schemes. After Cable thwarts and defeats a side scheme, draw 1 card. Wow. Nice. So, no, that's really dope. That's really dope. And the artwork's pretty cool. That's like old school artwork right there. I like it. We got X-23 coming in. After X-23 attacks and defeats the enemy, ready her. She's a 3 attack? She's a big girl. She's a big girl. Wow. That's not bad. I mean, and it's 1 consequential, so 3 health points is not bad. It's interesting. We got team training. Play under any player's control, max 1 per player. Each ally you control gets +1 hit points. Oh, that's just a that's a re-art, but this art's better though. It's a new art from the original team training. I kind of like this art better, so I'll swap it out. Because this one looks more like a team. They got all these like people. So that's my thing. I think I'll change out the art if the theme of the art looks more to what it's doing. Yeah. Yeah, I like team training. So we gotta just remember to change that out with my other team training. Advanced suit. So you get 3 of these. What is this? Attached to X-Force or X-Men ally. Response. After attached ally defeats a minion or side scheme, discard 1 card from your hand. Heal 1 damage from attached ally for each resource on that card. Interesting. So, I mean, obviously in a bishop deck, it can kind of be pretty good. But it's a response you can trigger if you really want to trigger it. And yeah, I mean, it's interesting. It's only a 0 cost. I guess that's why it's one of those. I'm sure you can kind of deck build for it. Yeah, if you're doing a Voltron type ally, why not? I mean, that's nice healing at your fingertips, right? Especially if you just want to. Okay, we get the sidekick. This is what we've been waiting for. All right. Attached to identity specific ally control. Yeah, Captain Marvel. Yes, please. Attached ally gets +2 hit points in it and is your sidekick. After you make a basic recovery, heal 2 damage from attached ally. Yeah. Play with Deadpool on the team, and then you're chimichanging yourself. Healing ally to 4. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I mean, there's some really good ally specific ally identity heroes out there. Heroes that are allies. That makes side by side. Okay, so this is another card that goes with it. And that uses a title trait, that last card. I don't think we've seen too many titles. Or no, Honorary X-Men is a title, I think. Side by side, hero action. Ready your sidekick, ready your hero, choose one. Heal 1 damage for both characters. Both characters get +1 thwart and +1 attack. That is good. Because you got to remember, that's a ready on your sidekick plus you. Yeah. Yes, Indar, good call out. So yeah, we get 3 side by sides. Suit up. Okay. I mean, leadership is still OP as hell. Search your deck and discard power for an ally and upgrade that can be attached to that ally. Add them to your hand. You know what's funny is like when you're getting beat by Ronin or Magneto or whoever, you're like, okay, that's it. I'm playing leadership. The gloves are off. I'm playing leadership. Search your deck and discard power for an ally. So that helps you get your, I guess, your sidekick ally out and upgrade. Okay, so if you really want to go into the sidekick, you play suit up. Okay, cool. And the art looks really cool as well. Lead from the front. I'm okay with the original one with Captain Marvel. That's fine. Power leadership. This one looks cooler. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I mean, I only have like 2 of these left, so. Legion. All right, so Legion. After Legion uses a basic power, discard the top card. Magic. I'm thinking magic. It's a magic ally for sure. Yeah, heal 2 damage from Legion. That's nice. So he's kind of like a 3 thwart, 3 attack, and heal 2. Of course, you have to play the mini game with him, but I mean, for 3 costs, that's a steal. We got a 2-coster Marrow. Good chump blocker and can do 2 damage. Wow. No, after Marrow enters play, deal 2 damage. So you're doing like possibly 4 damage and a chump for 2? That is very... And is X-Men traded? Or X-Force, sorry. It's X-Force. But you have to have X-Force or X-Men trade. That's a good one. And then we got reskins for Energy Genius. Okay. Then we got Fear the Future. That's our obligation. All right, so Bishop's obligation. Artwork's really cool. I guess he's holding his Buddy Forge there. You may flip to alter ego. So again, that's a good obligation. I think the obligations that allow you to flip as an option, I think are the better ones for the players, or like more advantage to the player. So you have your typical exhaust Bishop, or discard this card and each resource card from your hand. So that could be not bad. Like, say you only have 1 resource in your hand, you might want to play the bottom one, right? So, you know, depends. But gotta be a little bit careful. Lucky part is you're not really exhausting that much with Bishop. Like in the villain phase, I think most of the time you just want to take the damage. Like, so I think you have your choice basically when that thing comes out. Trevor Fitzroy's, his nemesis, quick strike, 2 scheme, 3 attack. So quick strike is pretty nasty. After Trevor Fitzroy's attacks and defeats an ally, if Portal Through Time is in play, place 2 threat on it. Otherwise, find it and reveal it. Oh, wow. So yeah, if he keeps coming back, and say you did get rid of Portal Through Time, if he does defeat an ally and Portal Through Time is not out, it's going to get revealed. So, and 3 attack, again, 3 attacks are pretty scary sometimes. That's a big chunk of your life. So the artwork's really cool. Portal Through Time. Artwork again, off the hook. Trevor Fitzroy uses his time portals to commit crimes and escape justice. When a temporal card is revealed, it gains surge. Wow. Yeah, and his whole encounter deck is temporal cards, so whew, that is scary. Yeah, you definitely want to deal with that. Then you got Bantam. What's his ability? He looks like kind of like a hunchback. When revealed, if Portal Through Time is in play, place 2 threat on it. Otherwise, find Portal Through Time and reveal it. So again, they're trying to get Portal Through Time constantly back, which is kind of scary. Temporal Trickery. Discard a card in your hand with the most printed resource icons. Place 1 threat on each scheme for each resource icon on that. So it's almost like a master plan, but better. Well, no, it's a little bit different. So that could be scary. That could, you know, especially if you play solo, that's kind of nasty. Catch you off guard. But if you have a lot of side schemes out, so yeah, you have 2 of these basically. And that would surge with the portal thing. So, yeah, so that's going to do it for Bishop's sort of deck reveal here from AoE box. So I'm just going to end it here, but I'll do my conclusion here. Because I'm going to sleeve this, and then I'm going to set up for our campaign later tonight to play Bishop and Magic together. I'm debating whether to try Standard 3 Expert 2. I don't know. I'm a little scared because, I mean, Expert 2 is no joke. I might just want to do Standard 3 Expert just to get a feel for the characters and how scenarios play. And then, you know, once I feel like I understand the scenarios better, I think it makes more sense then to try a challenge run, which, yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. If we fly through the campaign with flying colors, then obviously we could bump it to Expert 3 or Expert 2 with Standard 3. But yeah. So my final thoughts on just sort of going through this. Again, guys, the artwork is really well done this time around. Both Magic and Bishop are super fun, super thematic, and they don't look frustrating whatsoever, like Hulk or some of those heroes that were released that were like brain busters how to build them properly because they didn't have a good a lot of their stuff was janky or whatnot. These are all Magic and Bishop. They have nice synergies. They're trying to make you play a certain way, which I kind of like that. But you can still be creative and you know, deck build the way you want to deck build. The Nemesis look really interesting, and they look fair to me. They look like they're well done. Yeah, I'm really looking interesting into Standard 3. I like that they fixed shadows of the past. I'm not ever going back to Standard 1 if I don't need to. And I don't feel bad about it whatsoever because Standard 3 is just a better Standard 1, basically. So one last thing. Again, there'll be a raffle probably at the end of the week. I will check the comments. Write down your username. If you have wrote in the comments your favorite X-Men for this video, and you are subscribed to Descry Gaming, you will be eligible with me. One lucky person out of the grouping will win a brand new Age of Apocalypse box shipped out and sent by Descry. All right, so if you're interested, and again, if even you're getting the box, but you have maybe a friend or family member that also wants to get into Marvel Champions, this could be a great gift or that, and just get the core box for them. So, but yeah, that's all you got to do. Be subscribed. Write in the comments who your favorite X-Men is, and you might be the lucky one. So we'll be doing a live cast of that kind of raffle probably next week or at the end of that week, and someone lucky will win it. I just like being an adult and doing adult stuff. I'm just gonna hang out in the stream all day and forget the rest of my dad duties. Yeah, I gotta check my kids too, make sure. My wife made them food, but want to make sure things are okay. So yeah, later tonight, guys, there will be me going into the stream with two-handed Cable Bishop. I'm going to try to configure the decks now off stream to how I'm gonna build them. But then I'm going to go at it two-handed on Standard 3 Expert, and we'll have some fun. It'll be a blind playthrough of the campaign, and who knows? And we'll see how how the campaign is. I'm hyped. So far my expectations are met as far as the aesthetic part of the artwork, and also just how the new heroes are. That met my expectations. I'm already kind of sold on that avenue. The missions, time will see. I'll see if I like that. So thanks guys for watching. Hit that like button too, so we get the word out there, so people see this video, because the more people that see this video and do the comment and subscribe, the chance that those people could be a lucky winner. But I guess if you're trying to win it for yourself, you wouldn't want more people to enter the contest. But anyways, I will see you guys probably later tonight. Thanks for watching, everybody. Why, Bishop? Why are you at the beach?